Libra, welcome to Pythia's Prophecy Tarot. This is going to be a 2024 preview forecast of what's happening for you in 2024. So let's get started, Libra. I'm just going to get one card for each month, and then let's, clarify those further and see how it goes. What is this? Okay. Libra, what's coming in for Libra in 2024? 2024 for Libra. Okay, what is the energy in January for Libra in 2024? We've got the Four of Coins. Just adjust that so you can see. Okay, and what is the energy in February? February for Libra. We've got the Five of Coins. Okay. March, King of Cups. April, Three of Wands. May, Five of Swords. And June, we've got two. We've got the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Swords. July, we've got the Seven of Cups. August, we've got the Ten of Wands. September, we've got Death. October, we've got Temperance. November, we've got the Hanged Man. Look at all these big energies. Okay, and December, we've got the Hierophant. Wow. All right, and we've got the Moon underlying as the underlying energy for the whole year. So the whole year could be, one of big changes. Okay, big transitions, big moves. And a lot of the unknown. You could be surprised by what's coming in this year, Oh, look, right beneath that we've got Justice, your card. And beneath that we've got the Sun. So I think whatever's lurking, it's about your happiness. Okay, there could be something surprising coming in, or things could take a surprising turn. Now let's see. You start off the year with this Four of Coins. Okay, so it's like you're just trying to hold on to whatever you've got. You seem to be starting the year with a slightly small energy. Okay, it's sort of like not being willing to risk anything. You're not willing to take chances. You're just trying to hold on to what you have, and you seem to feel it's not a lot. Okay, because we've got the Five of Coins coming up in February. So, that's a progression, right? 4 to 5. So you feel that you don't have enough. So that's how you're starting off the year, feeling a little beaten up, it feels. Okay. Now we've got the King of Cups coming up in March. So there is something that you feel quite strongly about. Okay. And maybe something that you're keeping to yourself. Maybe you don't feel that you have what it takes to pursue this, okay? Job, relationship, whatever it is. There is something that, has got you in your fields. And with this Three of Wands, I think you are hoping that will pan out at some point in the future, okay? You're hoping that'll work out. Now we've got in May, we've got the Five of Swords. So, it feels like the energy starts off with you feeling like you don't have what it takes. And then as you get more into your feelings about whatever it is that you want to move towards, you start becoming kind of determined to do whatever it takes, okay? The energy seems to shift. And then in June, we've got the Queen of Coins and the Queen of Swords. You become very clear on loyalties, okay? Maybe who's loyal to you, who's not. You start to see who's a good fit, who's loyal, Yeah, but then that's followed up in July with the Seven of Cups. And then I think once you decide, once you figure out who you want to partner up, okay, with in love, in, in careers, whatever, that's when you start to imagine the possibilities. You allow yourself to dream, you allow yourself to fantasize, and you try to envision a different future maybe for yourself, okay? And with this Ten of Wands, you start to consider being done with things that have weighed you down, that have been heavy, and maybe that you've just held on to, you've held on to things maybe out of a fear of, what, it's like a fear of, it's like feeling that if you let this go, even though whatever you've been holding on to is pretty burdensome, there might not be anything else out there. So it's, for example, if it's a job, then it's like it's a tough job, it's kind of a dead end, but you're just clinging on to it because you're worried that you'll be left with no job or no prospects, right? But as the year progresses, you start allowing yourself to hope, right, and envision a different future for yourself, and one in which you're ready to drop things that don't suit you, okay? And we've got death, so that's a very transformative energy. That's what I think, that this whatever you are putting your emotions towards, that's what's driving this transformation. It's your emotions that are driving the transformation, okay? And we do have temperance, so there is a period that's coming up that's going to be far more beneficial for you, okay, with temperance there. So you wait, you drop your burdens, you drop the situation that is difficult, and then that's a difficult ending, right? But then it transforms your circumstances and you start having peace, you start having harmony, right? And this in turn causes you to see things differently. Maybe priorities become different, okay? There is a whole change of view here, right? And with this Hierophant, your very beliefs could undergo a change, okay? So I don't know, for example, maybe some of you feel you're always meant to be in a job, right? But then you're motivated to do something that follows your heart. And then once you start on that path, you start to see things differently. And now maybe you see yourself as an entrepreneur, it could be something like that. So let's start clarifying. I'm going to try to keep these as general as I can. Obviously, if I see important relationship themes, I'll bring it up. So yeah, let's start clarifying the Four of Coins. Why is the Four of Coins here for Libra? The Hierophant. See, your beliefs as you start the year, right, are keeping you in this kind of miserly energy of the Four of Coins. It's like I've got 4 coins and I'm just going to cling on to that, and it could be that you're clinging on to structures that don't suit you, Libra, because you're worried, okay, that if you let this go, your belief is that you won't have anything else. Now let's look at the 5 of Coins. The 4 of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's going to lead you. Clinging to that is going to even lead you to feeling even worse, okay, with that 5 of Coins. It's going to be a real feeling that this Hierophant situation that you're holding on to, could be a commitment, could be a job, right? It could be a community, whatever, is you don't feel like you fit in there with that 5 of Coins, okay? And so you're thinking about maybe doing something else with that Page of Wands, right? Starting something else. Now let's look at the King of Cups. Where is that there? The Tower. Yeah, you have a realization, and it's about following your heart. It's about following your emotions, right? And doing something that you love, right? So it's so that realization is going to kick in. Now let's look at the 3 of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, see, then you're looking forward to taking action. It's like you're fired up. Once you connect with your heart and your emotions about what it is you truly want, then you're excited to move, the passion's back, and you're excited to move towards it. Now let's look at the 5 of Swords. Ace of Cups. think you feel like you want to do whatever it takes to renew yourself, right? But in turn, this could be bringing up some conflict for you, okay? Because you've held on to these beliefs, right, for such a long time that it's, even though you realize it's not serving you and that you want something new and you want to follow your heart, it's like you're still being torn, I think, a bit in two, okay? The old beliefs still have some kind of hold on you. Now, in June, we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. What is that about? The Nine of Pentacles. See, you realize who is loyal to you, okay? And then you're not afraid to go it on your own. I mean, this is a very different energy, right? From the Four of Pentacles that we see here. So once you decide who, you figure out, who's loyal to you, right? Who has your best interests at heart. You're not afraid to go it alone, okay? Now let's look at the Seven of Cups. The Empress. Yeah, like I said, we've got one more. Nine of Swords. So you start dreaming of the possibilities, right? And there is some confusion and anxiety, okay? Because this is a big energy with the Empress. It's about going for something really big. When you've been used to keeping yourself kind of small, right? So that is causing some anxiety, okay? So this, sometimes if you stay in a comfort zone for too long, then it's difficult to get out of that and take opportunities that are expensive, right? So it's like if you've stayed in jobs that were small, or relationships, then when something with massive potential comes along, it brings up fear, it brings up stress. You don't think you can do it. Now let's look at the Ten of Wands. Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. See, you decide that you want something more for yourself. You're not content with this Four of Coins, Five of Coins energy, right? And so you're ready to get done with whatever situation you're in. If it's a job that you've been clinging on to, you are going to find the passion and the drive to try something new, to go for something bigger, okay? Something that will pay you properly as well. And if it's a relationship that you've been holding on to because you've been fearful of letting it go, you're suddenly going to realize that that's not serving you, right? Now let's look at death. We've got the Knight of Cups and the Five of Wands. Yeah, so then there's going to be an ending, okay? And I think it's possible, with this Five of Wands, the situation you're leaving behind could be full of strife, right? And I feel, with this Knight of Cups, it's like, I almost feel like he's taking his cup and pouring it out to douse the flames here, It's like you may have stayed in clinging to situations that were difficult, Libra, okay? With this Five of Wands, they weren't easy. There was conflict there, a lot of conflict. And maybe you stayed, keeping the peace, trying to douse these flames. But that's what's ending because you realize that that's not serving you. Now let's look at Temperance. The Lovers. Wow, you make the right choice for yourself, right? And then you find the way to peace and harmony, You're basically balancing out your head and your heart here, okay? As I said, it's the emotions that are driving the change. So once you realize what it is you love, what it is that you really desire, that your heart really wants, then it's like everything slots into place. Now let's look at the Hanged Man. Ten of Swords, yeah. You start seeing endings differently. That's what I feel, okay? You have a different perspective on, maybe you had very stringent views, right, about ending something. For example, it could be someone who is, in a marriage or something that doesn't serve them, let's say, okay? Maybe they're with an abusive partner, but they feel that with that Hierophant situation, they should stay there because that's the right thing to do. Like they're married and they should stick with it. But once once you get out of that situation, then it's like you start to see the end of things differently as well. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel your concept of betrayal itself may change, right? And we see with the Hierophant, there is some sort of new belief here. Now let's take a look at the Hierophant. Ace of Wands. Yeah, you're fired up with some new belief. Okay, now I don't know what that is, but it's like something you strongly believed in is going to be, which wasn't serving you, by the way, is going to be, you have the realization that you need to be done with it. And then once you're done with it, you make the right choice, you start to see endings differently, right? And then you're inspired to start something new. It's like you have a new set of beliefs. Okay, so that's quite nice energy, I think. Now let's look at this Hierophant that you're holding on to. Why is a Hierophant there? Strength in the reverse with the Ace of Coins reverse. See, that's the thing. I think you've been holding on to that situation. It could be a job, it could be a commitment, right? Whatever it is, it's something that has kept you very tightly bound there. And it's because you have felt with Strength in the reverse that you didn't have what it took. You felt you didn't have it to start something new. And so you may even have passed up opportunities, okay, because you were clinging to this Hierophant situation. So if it's job opportunities, you pass them up, right? If it was a chance to be in a better relationship with someone really special, you pass that up. Now let's look at the Tower. Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You realize that, you have this Tower thing about the fact that you are not starting anything new, okay? It's like you're just staying in a holding pattern, right? With this Hierophant situation. When you start the year, you're just starting in a holding pattern, and then you have this Tower thing that you need to start something new. I feel with this Page of Wands reversed, it's almost an impatience to get going, Yeah, because with that Knight of Wands, you want to be on the move. Now, let's look at the Nine of Swords. Why is the stress here? Knight of Pentacles. See, I think, now this is Virgo energy, okay? But I think you are confused, right? There's anxiety about going for this expansive opportunity, about putting in the work. I think you are underestimating yourself here, Libra, if this is you. You may see yourself literally like a worker bee, okay? And the idea of going and building something amazing that could be huge is kind of daunting to you, Now let's look at this Five of Wands. Why is that strife there? Ten of Wands. Yeah, it's just a lot of conflict, okay, with people around you. Whoever's in that Hierophant situation, right? So if it's a commitment, there's that person's difficult to deal with, okay, and you just want to drop it. You're like, it's very burdensome. Yeah, with that Three of Cups reversed, there's no joy there, okay. Now let's look at this Ten of Swords. Why is the Ten of Swords there? King of Swords, Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the Three of Swords reversed. Yeah, I think that's the thing. You start to see situations differently, okay? Your beliefs change. With that King of Swords, you become a lot more decisive, right? And I feel that's you here with your air energy, right? You're very decisive now. You won't settle for things that don't excite you with that Ace of Wands reversed, right? And with this Three of Swords reversed, you're not mourning situations as well that don't, where the passion's completely gone. With that King of Swords, you're willing to do what's best for you, okay? Even if it means hurting people, you don't see that as a betrayal, okay? Because it feels like you feel that the person that should not be let down, right, is really you. You're the most important person to not let down, right? And so you're not prepared to put up with situations that don't excite you anymore. Now, let's look at this Ace of Wands. Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah, I think you start letting your guard down, okay? You were closed off in that Hierophant situation. You were very closed off. It's a closed-minded, closed-off energy of not considering anything new, right? Letting opportunities go by, feeling like you weren't up to it. And then there's this huge transformation, and you make the right choice, you choose yourself, and then you drop things that weren't serving you, and suddenly there's passion and a new set of beliefs that are going to be very good for you. I think you will find a new community. Okay, if it's a job, there will be like a new company or a new work environment that's really exciting. And it's all about you opening yourself up, okay, to that expansive energy. That's what I'm getting there, Libra. So all in all, looks pretty good. That's what I said. I think with this moon here and your card of justice and the sun behind it, there's happiness coming. Okay, there's good times coming. That's what I see. Now, will it all play out in 2024? I don't know, because these feel like some pretty big energies here. It may take some time, but I think the ball will start rolling in 2024. Okay. That's what I'm getting. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do tell me in the comments if it resonates, and do hit like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel, and I will see you next time.